Eastlink Community Center here in the lovely town of Truro, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and Streaming on AO Live. And this evening we have for you a Nova Scotia U16 AAA League game between the hometown Fundy Thunder and the visiting Voyageurs Hockey Club, who play out of Dartmouth. Before we go any further in our pregame, we must take a moment to once again acknowledge that the Rath Eastlink Community Center, the entire town of Truro, and the entire region covered by the Nova Scotia U16 AAA Hockey League, which despite its name includes all of Nova Scotia as well as New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island, all lies within the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kma'ki. As we take a look at this evening's game and what we should expect from this game, low scoring is the name of the game, as these two teams are very much known for their defense. When you look at the defensive side of the puck for these two teams, they're only giving up 2.7 and 2.8 goals against per game for the Thunder and the Voyageurs, respectively. They're scoring 3.2 and 3.45 goals per game. The advantage on that one to the Voyageurs. So Thunder, a slightly better scoring on the defensive side of the puck. The Voyageurs, a little bit better on the offensive side. When you look at the standings, the Voyageurs right now are the leaders in the Nova Scotia division of the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League with a record of 12 wins, 5 losses, and a single loss in overtime. That has them in first place in the Nova Scotia division, second place overall behind the Western Rebels out of Western Prince Edward Island. The Voyageurs, as we mentioned, scoring about 3.5 goals a game, giving up a little under 3 per game. Their overall plus minus is plus 19 through 18 games so far this season. When you look at the Fundy Thunder, their regular season record 7-7-1. That has them in 5th place in the Nova Scotia division, and just 1 point behind the Valley Wildcats with a game in hand. So if they can get a victory tonight, they would move past the Valley Wildcats up into the top 4. And they would then have the same number of games played. They're 6 points back of the Kings and the Armada and 10 points back of the Voyageurs in this Nova Scotia division of the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League. When we look at meetings so far this season, well, they haven't actually come across each other as of yet, so this will be the first time that these two teams face each other this year. But when we look at how they've been doing lately, the Voyageurs come in as the much hotter team. As you look at their last 5 games, they have 4 wins and a loss in that period, the only loss coming to the Valley Wildcats. They also had a pair of wins against the Cabot Highlanders just this past weekend, and then a couple of wins against Basin Armada and the Cape Breton Jets back in early November. Of course, games at the Monctonian not included in these past 5 games that we're talking about. The Monctonian, of course, has happened in between some of these games, but the Monctonian not league games, so we're not going to be talking about those games in particular. We're just looking at regular season stats, regular season games that these teams have played throughout the course of the season. The Fundy Thunder, their last 5 regular season games, they come in with a record of 2-3. They split a pair against the Cabot Highlanders at the Highlanders the first weekend in November. They had a tough 5-1 loss at home against the Martello Buccaneers a couple of weeks ago, or on November 8th. And then a win against the Dukes and a loss to the Western Rebels in their trip to Prince Edward Island just this past weekend. Getting a win against the Dukes is certainly a bit of a feather in the cap, as the Dukes have been playing very good hockey this season as well. The Dukes, I said I wasn't going to talk about the Monctonian, but I have to talk about the Monctonian at least a little bit. The Dukes ended up being one of the semifinalists at the Monctonian in the U16 AAA division this year. They ended up losing to a prep school team out of Ontario in the semifinals. The Western Rebels, who, as we mentioned, are the number 1 team in the league, they made it to the finals against that prep team from Ontario, CIHA, for those who are curious. And the Rebels ended up losing that championship game at the Monctonian to CIHA, who coincidentally are also known as the Voyageurs. In fact, we did have one game at the Monctonian. I don't know why or how this happened, but they put the Voyageurs and the Voyageurs into a situation where they played against each other. Fortunately, I did not have to do play-by-play on that game. I'm just saying, because that would have been an absolute nightmare. But yes, the Voyageurs from the CIHA, which I believe stands for Canadian International Hockey Academy, if my memory serves. But they are based out of the Ottawa area. They did end up winning the U16 division of the Monctonian, again beating the Western Rebels in the championship game. They beat the other PEI team, the Eastern Dukes, in their semifinal. Overall, the teams from the Nova Scotia U16 AAA Hockey League had a pretty good showing. Of course, there were 14 teams at the tournament. 12 of them were the 12 teams who come out of this league. The only two exceptions were CIHA, who I mentioned, and another prep school team. I want to say it was based out of Quebec. Just going from memory on there. Oh, no, it was a Newfoundland team. You're right. Yes, thank you, Stephen. It was a team from Newfoundland who came and played in the U16 division for that one. But so 12 of the 14 teams were the teams from our league. The champions ended up being a team from Ontario and the one other team from Newfoundland who came and had a pretty decent showing for the weekend as well. And we have to give a huge shout out to the organizers of the Monctonian. They did a great job. Had everything running very smoothly there. A couple times we ran a little bit behind schedule, but that's going to happen from time to time. Taking a closer look back to tonight's game again as we get ready for this game between the Voyageurs and the Thunder. Starting goaltenders for today's game. Not much doubt as to who is going to start in goal for the Voyageurs, as they only have one goalie dressed for tonight's game, it appears. At least only one goalie was out on the ice during the warm-up, and that is Ryan Janes. He comes in with a record of 7 wins and 3 losses in 10 previous appearances, a 2.63 goals against average, and .915 save percentage. For the Thunder, it's going to be Chris Walker getting the start. Walker with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses in his 7 previous games, a 2.62 goals against average, and .938 save percentage. And let's send things downstairs for some pregame introductions. And quite the upbeat version of the anthem there. Don't think I've heard that particular mix of it before. And that brings us to getting ready for the opening face-off here tonight. We're having a little bit of issues with the clock cam. We hope to have it set up for the second period. I made a bit of a mistake with the battery on it, so the battery for the clock cam is still sitting here charging. So for the first period at least, I'll just be keeping you up to date on the time verbally. And then once we get to the first intermission, the battery should finish fully charging, and we'll have it for the second and third periods. But right now, we are underway here at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. Wyatt McDonald chops it up the boards. Williams will pick up the puck there for the V's at their own blue line. V's in their road whites with the blue and red trim. Mostly red with a little bit of blue to highlight. Red numbers on the backs. They're defending the net to your broadcast left in the first and third periods. Thunder in their home blues with the gray and white and a little bit of black in there as well. And they will defend the net to your broadcast right for periods 1 and 3. One other quick lineup note for the Thunder. Not in the lineup tonight, Ryan McDonald or Henry Thorne. There is one AP call-up who, just looking to get the confirmation, that's Maddox Rennie, who is the AP call-up for the Thunder. And we'll run you through some lineup notes for the V's in just a moment. Here's Siebold with the puck. He'll fire a shot. That gets through. Walker makes the save and hangs on. For the visitors, a bit of a different look. They have 19 skaters and one goalie, which you're allowed to dress 20 players. Most of the time you dress 2 goalies. But if you only have one goalie to dress, you get to dress an extra skater. So they have one player not in the lineup tonight. That is Sidney Watt. The 2 AP call-ups, Daryl Beals on defense and Matthew McDonald, a forward. And again, Ryan Janes, the only goaltender dressed for the Voyageurs here in tonight's game. As the puck is inside the Voyageurs zone, down to get it in the corner was McLennan. He'll play it, or McClellan, excuse me. It's played out to center. Vandenberg will send it back in across the blue line, picked up there by the Voyageurs. Siebold will back up with it. He'll play it across to Link. Link looking to clear the zone, but Eisner knocks that puck down. Now going to get it below the goal line is Uloth. Uloth has nobody to help him there as the rest of his team was off making a line change. And now that'll allow LaBelle to come back the other way. LaBelle sends the puck down into the near side corner after it wraps around the boards. Beach getting to that puck for the V's. But Wyatt McDonald over to pick up. Now it's played out to center. Carew will go to dump it back in. It ends up hitting Samuel LaBelle. And so we'll get an offside call against the Voyageurs with 2:28 gone here in the first period. As always, through Petter Sports and streaming on AO Live, we do like to try and be a little bit interactive with our broadcasts. You can reach us one of 3 ways. First way is through Facebook. Go to facebook.com and search for Petter Sports and streaming, where the and is an ampersand. There's a shot that goes wide. Puck comes up the boards to Patrickman. He'll play it down into the corner. Uloth is there. He's working against Beals. Coming back to help out for the Voyageurs is Nogler. Beals will get on the puck. He'll play it behind the net there to Carew. And Carew will start to work his way forward. Gets the pass ahead to Nogler. That ends up hitting him in the back of the skate. Nogler recovers enough to get the puck to Beach. Beach will play it into the Thunder zone. Now Patrickman will get it across to McDonald. Wyatt McDonald moving his way ahead, chips the puck forward. Beals sending it back the other way. It gets out to center and then back in again. And as the puck is touched by Pugsley, we'll get an offside call against the Fundy Thunder. We mentioned Facebook. The other ways to reach us, go to x.com and search for Petter Sports and streaming. Search for Petter, that's in my last name, PETTERPC _sports. That's PETTERPC _sports. Or you can reach us through mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. That's mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. Go to the section near the bottom that is marked All Other Levels of Hockey, and you'll see NSU16AAA Fundy Thunder Game Day Streams, and just enter that stream of messages and share your thoughts there if you so choose. Williams, the captain of the Voyageurs, has the puck in his own zone, plays it off the boards, gets it ahead to Sparks. Sparks ends up playing it back to Olmstead. Olmstead will get the puck ahead. Now pass for Gauthier. Gauthier has it knocked off his stick by Vandenberg. It'll be picked up by Caden Paris. Paris pokes the puck ahead. Williams gets onto it, tries to dump it back into the Thunder zone, but that's knocked down. Now Sparks back on the puck again. Owen Sparks plays it back to Link. Link ahead for Gauthier. And Gauthier sends it into the Thunder zone, picked up now by the captain of the Thunder, Vandenberg. He'll get it ahead for Daly. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Daly and McCauley. Seabold able to take advantage. He'll get the puck and play it back out to center. Daly now picks up and gets it to the far side for Paris, who dumps it in off the end boards. Janes sets it there. Paris now playing it to the front of the net. And that one's batted away as Janes gets a stick on it. Coincidentally, Ryan Janes actually from Pictou County, playing with the Voyageurs this season. Here's Dwaron with the puck. His pass goes off a skate, gets to McCauley. McCauley with the shot, the save made. Daly picks up the puck along the near wall, tries to get a pass through. That goes off of Mitchell. Now Beals will play it ahead to Jewer. Jewer gets it as far as the line. McCauley sending it back down the boards. And picking up is Jewer. He'll play it out to center. Ahead for Tobin. That being Maddock Tobin, as opposed to Vander Tobin, who, if I remember correctly, are brothers playing on this team together. And both of them out there on the ice right now. Maddock wearing 21 and Vander wearing 7. Jewer creates a turnover, gets the puck to Vander Tobin, who is trying to get away from the pressure of McDonald, plays it back to the line for Williams. Williams looking to go D-to-D with that pass, but it comes out to center, and then Nogler brings it back onside, or back into the zone rather, but not onside, and so we'll get a stoppage with 5:36 gone here in the opening period of play. Still looking for the first goal of this game, as we're still very much in the early stages. One other game on the schedule tonight. The St. John Vitoes taking on the Moncton Thunderbirds in Moncton at the Moncton Coliseum, and we'll keep you up to date on that game as the evening goes on as well. Puck comes out to center ice. Goes off the skate of Williams. Now to the stick of Beach. Beach will dump it down into the Thunder zone. It wraps all the way around the boards to the far side. Patrickin collides with his man in the corner, or along the wall rather. Now Nogler. Puck is played up to McClellan. McClellan will get it ahead, and out comes the Thunder with the puck on his stick is Mathis George. George tries to set it up for Eisner. Eisner looking to get it back to the front of the net, but that will not get there as Beach intercepts. Now Beach's pass hops over the stick of Nogler. It goes all the way back down into the Thunder zone, and there's Vandenberg waiting for it. Vandenberg gets away from Beach. Vandenberg still carrying the puck. He'll take it all the way towards the net. It goes off of George, up into the air. George trying to find it, takes a swing at it and misses. And then George gets knocked down by McDonald, that being Matthew McDonald of the Voyageurs. Now George loses control of the puck. Vandenberg will send it back in deep. Eisner with it below the goal line, looks to get it to the front of the net, but the stick of Ryan Janes gets in the way of that one. Now here comes a chance for Matthew McDonald. McDonald coming in. He's got Sparks with him. McDonald with a shot. Save made. And the rebound bounces through a couple of players before it gets to Vandenberg. Uloth and Vandenberg both in there for the Thunder, helping to work the puck back out to center. Beals there to waiting for it. He takes a bump from O'Neill. McDonald gets over, dumps it back into the Thunder zone. Patrickin plays it behind his net to Vandenberg. Vandenberg wraps it around the boards. Carew holds it in at the line, sends it down the wall. Uloth is there to intercept, takes a bump from Sparks. Uloth back on the puck. He'll get it past Carew down the ice. Icing is indicated and will not be called, as getting to the puck first was Daly. Now Uloth trying to get on it, but Mitchell able to pick up for the Voyageurs, and here comes Mitchell. Mitchell with a backhand shot, and the save made by Walker. Uloth now in the corner, wraps it around the glass, Comes down at the far side of the ice. Mitchell plays it back to the line for Williams. Williams with a shot. The save made by Walker. And the puck picked up by Uloth. He'll flip it high in the air out to center. Williams gathers up just outside his own blue line. Pass intended for Olmsted. Nearly a disaster as the puck was deflected by one of the Thunder players. But that player, I believe it was O'Neill, not able to get control. Now a couple of Thunder players end up missing the puck, as both O'Neill and Pugsley were trying to create some pressure. Now Williams with it in the corner. His pass ahead. This time it's intercepted by Cogger. Cogger steps into a shot. Glove save made by Janes. Puck gets to the line and out. Paris couldn't hold it onside. Couldn't get there in time, I should say, as he had just come on a change. Now it's played into the near corner. Takes a weird bounce off the Zamboni door, which works to Olmsted's favor. He gets it out to center ice. Jewer plays it across the far side for LaBelle. LaBelle has that get a little too far from him, and Wyatt McDonald will send it down the other way. Back to get it is Link. Just over 9 minutes gone here in the first period of play. Now with it is Seabold. He'll take it behind the net, come out the far side. Seabold plays it off the wall. Jewer will pick up and now circle back. Start to work his way ahead. Stops, trying to change direction to get away from Cogger, but that nearly turned into a disaster again for the Voyageurs, as the Thunder have been doing a good job with the pressure here, not allowing the Voyageurs to get the breakouts that they want. McClellan now sends the puck around the boards. Dwaron cannot get on it as it's picked up by Vander Tobin. Nice little give and go between Tobin and LaBelle. Now it's out to center. That pass a little bit beyond Jewer. McCauley will play it back to Vandenberg. Off the wall and out to center. Beals gathers it in there. He sends it to Carew, who backs up as we're just a few seconds away from the midway point of this first period. Chopped down into the Fundy Thunder zone. Vandenberg will reverse it up the far wall to Dwaron. Dwaron trying to get away from some pressure. Takes a bump from McDonald. The puck rolls back to Vandenberg. He'll get it out to McCauley. McCauley can't maintain control, though, and Nogler brings it back in across the line, and we're going to get our first penalty of the game as Dawson McCauley getting a little bit too much into the midsection of Nogler, and so with 9:44 to go in the first period, the first power play of the game goes the way of the Voyageurs as Dawson McCauley goes off for hooking. And we can tell you that the Voyageurs on the power play, their power play percentage, 23.6%. That's second best in the league. Going against the third best penalty kill, though, as the Fundy Thunder have killed off 88.5% of their shorthanded situations so far this season. So two very strong units going head-to-head here with the Voyageur power play and the Thunder penalty kill. Here comes Williams in across the blue line. Williams takes it down to the corner, throws it towards the net. Picked up now by Sparks. Sparks turns, comes towards the net, fires a shot. Rebound comes right back to Sparks. They jam away at it. Sparks back on it, tries to wrap around. Walker gets over there to get his glove on it, but not able to cover it up as the pressure maintains. Here's LaBelle playing it back to Williams. Williams tried to make a pass. It goes off his own foot. Now gets it down to, McKeegan. Now return pass to McKeegan again a second time. Intended for Mitchell. That goes off of him, but Williams gathers it in. Right back to Mitchell again. 55 seconds left to go in the power play. Mitchell's pass knocked down by McDonald. It gets back to Mitchell. He'll play it down to McKeegan. McKeegan behind the net. He'll take the puck towards the top of the zone, then play it back down to Sparks. Sparks now trying to create some space. Gets to the top of the face-off circle. Tries to fire a shot. That's blocked. And Patrickin will launch it all the way down the ice. 33 seconds left to go in this Voyageur power play. Olmsted behind his own net. Gets the pass over to Wren. Here comes Evan Wren. Back to Olmsted. Across to Vander Tobin. There's a shot. Save made. Puck in towards the corner. And sent down the length of the ice by Carter Anderson. Just 5 seconds left to go in the power play now. So it looks like the Thunder will win the first matchup of these special teams units. As the penalty does come to an end, we are back to 5-on-5. There's a pass. Uloth gets a piece of it. And Jewer will come through center. down towards the goal line, fires a sharp angle shot. That misses everybody and everything and comes all the way back out as far as the Voyageur blue line. Now here's George with the puck. He gets it across to Anderson. Anderson stepping up from the face-off dot, fires a shot. And Janes with the glove save. He'll hang on for a face-off. 7:17 left to go in this opening period of play. Still looking for the first goal of this game. We've had one power play opportunity in favor of the Voyageurs, but they were not able to convert on that opportunity. Face-off inside the Voyageurs zone, won by Beach. Link plays it up the wall. McDonald chops it out to center. Patrickin knocks it down there. Quickly across to Vandenberg and right back into the Voyageurs zone. Now, a couple of players in there, including Matthew McDonald. Puck comes up to Vandenberg on the near side. His shot somehow gets through, goes off of Rennie. And now Link has Rennie all over him. Turnover was created. Shot was blocked. Now Patrickin with a shot. Blocker save. Puck comes all the way back to Vandenberg. Nogler will find that one and send it down the length of the ice. It's going to roll right in onto Chris Walker. Walker sets it there for Patrickin. Patrickin ahead to White. White sending it down. Gets position against Beals. Wins the race for that puck and is able to keep it out. Protect it at least momentarily. Now he'll send it back behind the net. Carew will get there first. Play it around to the near wall for McKeegan. McKeegan has O'Neill on him immediately. McKeegan gets the puck to the line and out. And Vandenberg sending it cross ice and back into the Voyageur zone. Now Beals across to Carew. Carew up and out to center. He gets it to McKeegan, who will dump it down into the Thunder zone. Vandenberg back to get it. He'll reverse it up the near wall to Cogger. Cogger nearly lost it to LaBelle. It goes back to Vandenberg. Now Patrickin in the far corner to Vandenberg on the near side. Vandenberg trying to get away from Sparks. Plays it up to Cogger, who deflects it past Olmsted and out to center. Williams will back up with the puck. He'll get the pass across to McKeegan. McKeegan for Sparks. Sparks steps into a shot. And Vandenberg getting his stick in the way of that one. It goes up over the glass now to play. And we will get a stoppage with 5:25 left to go here in period number one. Still looking for the first goal of the game. And the face-off to the right of goaltender Chris Walker. It's going to be Ethan Daly to take the draw against Maverick Mitchell. Maverick Mitchell leading the way for the Voyageurs in a number of offensive categories. Leads the team in goals, assists, and points. Now here comes a chance for the Voyageurs, for the Thunder. McCauley gets it back over to Daly. Daly couldn't get a shot away, however, and now here come the Voyageurs the other way. Wren, that pass for Maddock Tobin just out of his reach. And now the Thunder look to strike on a counterattack again. Puck gets to the line, not out. Nice play there by Siebold to hold it onside. Now into the near corner. Mitchell takes a bump from McDonald. Puck comes to Siebold. Siebold will send it down in behind the net. First one to it there is Maddock Tobin. Tobin ties up with Wyatt McDonald. Now Wren gets onto the puck. Played into the near corner. It takes a V's bounce as it comes off a stanchion right back onto Wren's stick. Siebold with a shot. That's knocks Daly's stick out of his hand, but now here comes Dwaron going the other way. Dwaron trying to head towards the net. Link does a good job of slowing him up, and Jane's able to bat the puck away. Now Mitchell will get it back out to center. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in the first period. Vandenberg across for Anderson. Anderson plays it ahead. Dwaron now trying to get away from McDonald, trying to get away from Tobin, and it ends up being Matthew McDonald getting the puck in across the Thunder blue line. McDonald now has it knocked away from him by Anderson. It'll be picked up by Eisner. Eisner trying to get it to George. That doesn't connect. And now Anderson back on it. He'll play it back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg ahead for Eisner, who deflects it the rest of the way down the ice. Dwaron takes a better angle at the puck than Beals does, and Dwaron now to the top of the zone, trying to get back down low, but Vander Tobin gets in his way. And now Matthew McDonald with the puck. It gets a little too far from him. Vandenberg will bat it to the far wall. Beals gets it there and dumps it back into the Thunder end. 3:10 left to go here in what has been a very quick first period. Eisner gets the puck ahead. Jewer able to get possession of it, but he gets knocked off the puck, and now here's George giving to McLennan. McLennan with a shot, he scores! Brody McLennan able to put one over the shoulder of Ryan James with 2:56 left to go in the first period. Eisner, I think will get the primary assist. But for Brody McLennan, it will be his 4th goal, 8th point of the season. And the Thunder strike first at 17:04 of the first period. It's 1-0 for the home side. Beach tries to get the puck up to Nogler, but he's bumped off by Eisner. It was George, not Eisner, who was up there with him. I can't remember whether I said that correctly or not. Mathis George gets the first assist. The second assist goes to Wyatt McDonald. So once again, 4th goal, 8th point of the year for Brody McLellan from Mathis George and Wyatt McDonald at 17:04 of the first period to put the Thunder out in front 1-0. Now just over 2 minutes left to go in this opening period, that the Voyageurs, to be perfectly honest, have had a little bit more of the control of the play than the Thunder have, but the Thunder have been able to take advantage of that one key scoring chance. Now the puck comes to the near side. Seabold sending it back down towards the corner, intended for LaBelle, but it's going to be George who comes away with the puck, trying to spring McLellan again, but that's too far for him, and Link will win the race down, and we'll get an icing with 1:31 remaining in the first period. Still looking for an update on the game between the St. John Vitoes and the Moncton Thunderbirds. Seems to be either there's an issue with the online scoring there, or just not quite sure what the... Now, Matthew McDonald and Rylan Patrickin both getting in a little too close prior to the puck drop. Now O'Neill and Sparks have to back up a little bit. Puck is played out to center as we're into the final 83 seconds of the first period. Here's Link with the puck. Long pass for Matthew McDonald. He'll get it into the Thunder zone. Vandenberg picks up there, uses the far wall to get it up to Rennie. Rennie can't clear the zone as McKeegan is able to find Sparks. Now Sparks trying to get the puck to the net. It'll come up to Matthew McDonald. His shot goes just wide. Now Sparks on the puck. Plays it to the front of the net. Nobody was there except for Thunder players, and not able to clear the zone, however, as it was held in. Now McKeegan gets it to McDonald. McDonald couldn't get a shot away as his stick was tied up, and Walker able to cover up and hang on for a face-off. 46.9 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. 1-0 for the Thunder. If you're just tuning in, the goal came at 17:04 of the first period. Brody McLellan, his 4th goal of the season, puts the Thunder out in front, and that reminds me that in the event that there is a discrepancy between what you see on your scoreboard on your screen and what you know to be the accurate score, just be patient. I will remember eventually to press the right button to change the scoreboard. Sometimes it just takes me a little time, but I do get there eventually. I do. Here's Wren with the puck now. Plays it in. Anderson gets a piece of it, but it's right onto the stick of Maddock Tobin. Tobin, though, couldn't keep it under control, and now it's back out down into the V zone. Beals gets it quickly ahead. Not able to take that cleanly was Maddock Tobin. And now with the puck is White. White with a shot. That goes off of Olmsted's stick into the end boards. Williams plays it up the boards as we got just a couple of seconds left. And that will do it for period number 1. The Voyageurs lead on the shot clock 12-8, but the Thunder lead on the score clock by a score of 1-0. Both got to go over, and then it comes down like that, and there we go. And then let that just sit, and there we go. All right, we've reached the end of the opening period. Just the one goal. It came at 17:04 on the stick of Brody McClellan, his fourth goal, 8th point of the year. Assists going to Mathis George and Wyatt McDonald. And again, just the that is the only goal of that period. Just the one penalty in that period as well. It went against the Thunder, so the Voyageurs 0 for 1 on the power play. Voyageurs have yet to take a penalty, so the Thunder yet to have a power play opportunity. Shots, as mentioned, favor the Voyageurs 12-8 after the opening period. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the start of period number 2 in just a few minutes. You are watching the Nova Scotia AAA U16. Actually, I got the order of that wrong. The Nova Scotia U16 AAA Hockey League. There we go. On Petter Sports and streaming through AO Live. We'll be back with you from the Rath Eastlink Community Center here in Truro in just a few minutes. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period. I hope you all enjoyed that special show during the first intermission where we were getting the clock cam exactly positioned correctly and whatnot. Usually that stuff all gets done prior to the start of the game, but like I said, because we were having some issues with the battery, didn't get all of those settings preset, so thank you for your patience while we get all that taken care of. Whoops, I think I hit a button somewhere as well because that score line on your screen is not correct. That score line on your screen is not correct. That score line on your screen is correct. There we go. I knew I'd find it eventually. As the second period gets underway, Ethan Daly winning the draw back deep into his own zone. McDonald back to get it, plays it up the wall. Williams not able to hold it in. And here comes a 2-on-1 with Daly with the puck. Daly looking to get the pass through, but broken up by Olmsted as Daly had McCauley with him, but a nice play by Olmsted to make sure that the lead stayed just 1-0. Now a chance for Mitchell, but a big play by Caden Paris to deny the dangerous Maverick Mitchell from tying up the game. So a dangerous scoring opportunity at each end of the ice in the opening 20 seconds of the period. Now here comes Jewer, but a nice play by Anderson to knock the puck off Jewer's stick. Jewer recovers, but it's knocked away from him again. Down the ice it goes. Race to get to the puck. Daly's on it now. He tries to get it to Eisner. Eisner below the goal line. He gets rubbed into the wall by Vandertoben, who feeds it to LaBelle. I do speak English occasionally. Link with the puck now. He'll play it around to Seabold. Seabold off the wall, out to center. Anderson will back up with it. Plays it off the boards to Eisner, and he'll dump it in. Okay, 50. Okay. Dwaron with the puck. I'm always nervous when I hear the PA announcer start to talk that it's something I need to catch, but it's just telling people get ready for the 50-50. And while I was talking about that, Ethan Jewer picks up the puck in neutral ice, makes a move, comes in, and is able to beat Chris Walker and tie up this game at a goal apiece at 1:33 of the second period. And for Ethan Jewer, that moves him into the team lead in goals with 11. He was tied with Maverick Mitchell and Landon Barrett. Speaking of Landon Barrett, I haven't seen much of him tonight. I thought I saw him during warm-up, but I don't see him on the bench now and haven't said his name at all during this game. So Jewer with the unassisted goal after he picked up the puck in neutral ice. And scores the goal, his 11th goal, as mentioned. That moves him into sole possession of the team lead. Came into the game tied with Maverick Mitchell and with Landon Barrett. Maverick Mitchell leading the team in points with 19. For Jewer, that is his 16th. And I misspoke earlier. Owen Sparks leads the team in assists. So Mitchell leads the team in goals and points. Sparks leads, Mitchell no longer is tied for the team lead in goals. The team lead in goals is now Ethan Jewer. The team lead in points is still Maverick Mitchell. But the other adjectives I used for him, dangerous and highly skilled, still very much accurate. I just had some of the numbers off. Vandenberg plays the puck down below the goal line. Beals tried to knock it free, but there to get it is O'Neill. He plays it over to the near wall for Rennie. He'll play it back to the line to Vandenberg, right back to Rennie again. Rennie looking to get it down low. That's intercepted by Beach. Beach will use the boards to get it over to the far side. Beals gets there first, trying to work his way out, but has the puck knocked away from him by Paris. Now it's flipped out to center. Paris right there to get on that before Beach could be sprung. Now Paris drops it off. Pass across to the near side. Rennie with the shot and the save made by Ryan Janes. Uloth, his shot can't get through. And covering up the puck and hanging on for a face-off is Voyageur goaltender Ryan Janes. As we get a stoppage with 3:36 gone in period number 2, and the score all tied up at a goal apiece. McClellan with the goal for the Thunder, and Jewer with the goal for the Voyageurs. Olmsted gets the puck out to center. That's McKeegan, who had his stick knocked out of his hand. Now there's Sparks on the puck. He'll dump it deep into the Thunder zone. Back to get it is Anderson. Anderson changes direction to try and get away from McKeegan. Puck comes up as far as Olmsted. He'll play it back down to Sparks. Sparks to the front of the net, but nobody was there to receive the pass. Now LaBelle at the line. Knocks down White's clearing attempt. LaBelle again knocks down a clearing attempt. Sparks turns and shoots. That's blocked by McDonald. Now the puck gets to the line. Olmsted will again work it back deep. Comes around the boards. LaBelle working against Anderson. Also in there is McKeegan. LaBelle overskates the puck. McKeegan picks it up. Has his stick knocked by Pugsley. Now Sparks uses the wall to try and get around Anderson. Takes the puck all the way into the far corner. Takes a bump from Wyatt McDonald. Plays it into the near side corner. Anderson up the wall. Williams holds it in. There's a shot. Sparks the deflection, but the redirect ends up going wide. Now a pass out for LaBelle. His shot, and the save made by Chris Walker, and he'll hang on for a face-off. 5 seconds shy of the 5-minute mark here in period number 2. Still trying to see if we can get you some information on the other game going on tonight between the St. John Vitoes and the Moncton Thunderbirds. Still no indication of a score in that game. It is listed as a game for tonight, but here's Maverick Mitchell. His pass intercepted by Dawson McCauley. McCauley couldn't get a shot away. Mitchell picks up the puck. That clearing attempt knocked down by Dwaron. Now Seabold gets it out to center. Vandenberg goes to dump it back in. Knocked down by Mitchell. Now here comes Mitchell. He's got Gauthier right with him. Gets a shot away. Walker the kick save. McCauley gets to the puck and gets it off the boards to Dwaron. Here comes Dwaron. He's got Daly with him. Dwaron stops, waits, shoots, and the save made by Janes. Daly was there looking for the rebound, but the rebound was kicked beyond him. And now coming the other way, here's Wren. Evan Wren with the shot. And the glove save made by Walker, and he'll hang on for a face-off. 5:45 gone here in the second period. And I'm going to show my geeky side here for just a little bit. You have no idea how difficult it has been not to refer to Evan Wren as Kylo for this entire game so far. And if you don't get the reference, well, then the force obviously isn't with you. There you go. Here's McClellan with the puck. McLennan. Why do I keep wanting to call him McClellan? I do that all the time. It's Brody McLennan. It's more N's than L's, Mike. Come on. Wake up. Oh, Beals takes a big hit there from the aforementioned Brody McLennan. Now here's Maddock Tobin trying to spring Jewer. He does get the puck through to Jewer. Jewer with a shot. He scores! Ethan Jewer able to get behind the defense. The pass was deflected on its way to him. He was able to recover and adjust and then come in on the breakaway. And it's now Ethan Jewer 2, Fundy Thunder 1. With 6:31 gone here in the second period, his second of the game. There will definitely be an assist on this one as the pass came up to him. The pass was deflected, but the Thunder never had possession. And no surprise that Maddock Tobin gets an assist, and it ends up being the only assist. Now there's a chance for Rennie, as all of a sudden he turned and found the puck right at his stick, gets the shot away, and Janes had to be sharp to make that save and hang on for the faceoff. So once again, that's Jewer's second goal of the game, 12th goal of the season and 17th point. And the lone assist going to Maddock Tobin at 6:31, giving the Voyageurs their first lead of the evening. Here's a race to the puck. McKeegan and McDonald both end up overskating it as Uloth comes back and plays it around to Patrickin. Patrickin will reverse it to the far wall. McDonald pokes it out to center. Williams gets there just ahead of Rennie. Now the puck out to center ice. Uloth dumps it in. We've seen a lot of strange bounces off the stanchions here tonight already. There have been a number of times where the puck has been on the glass, and instead of going around the glass, it all of a sudden comes out to the middle of the ice. And you get the feeling that if a team can figure out where and when they can get those bounces, that could become a huge, huge advantage. McKeegan with a shot. Save made. The rebound bounces all the way out towards the top of the faceoff circle. McDonald gets to it there. His pass goes off of O'Neill. Pugsley following up. Loses the puck down into the corner. White will get to it there. He overskates it. Pugsley coming in, but he runs right into Link. Now White gets it to the front of the net for O'Neill. That pass is deflected away. Anderson has that get a little too far from him, and now Gauthier will lead the Voyageurs out. He gets the puck over to Wren, who sends it down the ice. And I don't want anybody to think I was making fun of Evan Wren when I made that Kylo Ren reference. That was more of making fun of myself and my sci-fi nerd fandom and the fact that, the name just lends itself to that. I wasn't trying to be offensive in any way. There's a shot and a goal as Damon O'Neill takes the pass, puts it over Ryan Janes, and Janes, of course, like I mentioned, originally from Pictou County, went over and had a chat with a person who has been his teammate many, many times in the past. And Damon O'Neill, at 8:37 of the second period, ties this game back up. And for O'Neill, that is goal number 7, point number 9 on the season, and it makes it a 2-2 score line. Anderson and Pugsley with the assists on that goal. So again, Damon O'Neill, his 7th goal, 9th point. Carter Anderson and Cole Pugsley with the assists tie up the game at 2 apiece. Time of the goal, 8:37, and we're now just 30 seconds shy of the midway point of this hockey game. Puck played to the line. Olmsted does a good job to keep it onside, sends it back down below the goal line. Wyatt McDonald, he'll play it up the near wall this time. Dwaron takes a big hit from Beach. LaBelle also right there, but we're going to get a penalty against Dwaron for charging. And Dwaron trying to plead his case that he wasn't really moving his feet at all, but it was a hit directly into the square, into the back. And so the call is charging rather than a hit from behind. So the Voyageurs go to their second power play of the night. They are 0 for 1 so far with the extra skater advantage. Puck goes to LaBelle in the far corner. LaBelle up the wall to Sparks. Sparks back down for LaBelle. That misses him. Comes to Gauthier along the near side. Gauthier back to the line to Williams. Williams shot deflected. Still loose. And it goes wide of the net and then cleared to the line and out. Williams off the wall gives to Sparks. Sparks in across the blue line. Into the face-off circle. Takes it behind the net. Now to the near side corner. Up towards the top of the zone. Still with the puck. Now over for Williams. Williams with the shot. That's steered aside by Walker. LaBelle picks up the puck below the goal line. Takes it to the near wall. Up to McKeegan at the top of the zone. Across to Williams. Williams with a shot. That goes wide. McKeegan gets to it just above the hash marks right along the near wall. Puck to the front of the net. LaBelle couldn't get a shot away. Gauthier picks up the puck in the high slot. His shot. Walker steers that to the near corner. And Anderson able to find the puck and launch it down the ice. 55 seconds left to go in the penalty. Just over 9 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Gauthier. His pass for Sparks doesn't connect. McLennan tried to get on that one, but it bouncing puck got away from him. Carew plays it forward. And Vandenberg on it for the Thunder sends the V's back deep into their own zone. Jewer, who has both of the Voyageurs' goals tonight, starts to carry the puck ahead, has it knocked off his stick momentarily. Jewer gets it back, now plays it across to Wren. Wren in across the blue line. Wren skating along the top of the zone, comes to the near side face-off circle, puts it to the front of the net. There's a chance that they score. What a play by Vander Tobin as he made like he was going to finish the pass the rest of the way across the crease. Walker completely left that side of the net. And an easy little tuck-in for Vander Tobin as he faked out Chris Walker on the pass, on what would have been a pass across. And Vander Tobin, with the power play goal, puts the Voyageurs in front. Once again, it's now 3-2. And for Vander Tobin, that is his 8th goal, 12th point of the season. What an intelligent hockey play by Vander Tobin on that one. Jewer with the puck, goes to dump it. It goes off of Vandenberg. Now here's Maddock Tobin. Jewer with the rebound, he scores! Ethan Jewer, and the Voyageurs get 2 goals in the span of 18 seconds, and it's now 4-2. Jewer finishes off his hat trick. That's his 13th goal of the season, 3rd of the night. Wren and Carew with the assist on Tobin's goal. Okay, they announced that 4th goal as Maddock Tobin. I thought for sure it was Jewer who got that one as well. But we'll go with the announcement. We may end up seeing that get changed later. So those 2 goals 18 seconds apart, both of the Tobins with those 2 markers. Now we're going to get a penalty against the Voyageurs as Siebold gets charged with a hold. And let's quickly catch you up while Siebold heads towards the penalty box on that holding penalty. The goal by Vander Tobin on the power play at 11:32, assisted by Evan Wren and Jonah Carew. Then the goal at 18:50, just 18 seconds later, Maddock Tobin. And for Maddock Tobin, that would be his 3rd goal and 9th point, or 3rd goal and 10th point of the season, 2nd point of the night, assisted by Maddock Siebold at 11:50. And now Siebold in the penalty box for holding. The time of that penalty is 12:38. And we can tell you that the Voyageurs' penalty kill, 2nd best in the league at 89.1%. So just slightly better than the Thunder's penalty kill. The Thunder's power play, though, 17.1%, 6th in the league. So the Voyageurs now 1 for 2 on the power play, and on their first penalty kill of the night, and 25 seconds have gone in that penalty kill. The puck along the near side wall with Eisner. He plays it back to the line for McDonald. McDonald shot gets through. Puck is there. McCauley couldn't find it as it was just behind him and right below his feet. And McCauley would have had an easy tap in if he could have reached behind him and if he had known the puck was right there. Now here comes Wyatt McDonald with a burst of speed through center. McDonald carries the puck all the way towards the net. Centering pass. Maddock Tobin clears that away. Now McLennan with a shot. And James able to see that one right into his glove and hang on for a face-off. 106 left to go in the power play, and 6:28 remaining here in period number 2. A period where we've seen 5 goals scored after just 1 goal in the first period. And I had made the comment prior to the game to my cameraman, Stephen McPhee, that, we're probably going to see like a 3-2 kind of game. We've already passed that. We're at 4-2 now. I didn't say for whom, but I said probably around 3-2 would be our scoreline. Well, we're at 4-2, and we still have 26 minutes of hockey left. So both of these teams quite competitive here tonight. 35 seconds left to go in the power play, and here comes Daly. Daly has that puck get a little too far from him, and McKeegan will send it back down into the Fundy zone. Vandenberg will go back and pick it up. Changes direction to try and get away from Sparks. Now feeds the puck over to the far side for O'Neill. O'Neill will drop it back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg coming through center, stops short just out on the offensive side of the center ice line. Now they work the puck free, and Uloth will play it into the near corner. Beals going after it. He gets tripped up by Pugsley, and that's going to be a penalty. And Pugsley is going to try and plead his case, but when you're that close to the boards and a guy goes down a little bit awkwardly like Beals did there, Darryl Beals, it ends up getting called as a trip against Cole Pugsley. With 2 seconds left in the Seabold penalty. So we'll play 2 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the V's will go to their third power play of the night. As mentioned, they are 1 for 2 so far. And the penalty to Seabold has expired, so the Voyageurs now on that power play. Olmstead back to get it in his own zone, plays it around to the near side for Mitchell. Mitchell reverses it back behind the net, carrying it himself. Now he'll play it up the wall to Jewer. Jewer with 2 goals tonight. I thought he had 3, but he has 2. Now he plays it back to Mitchell. Return pass to Jewer. To Mitchell. Olmstead at the top of the zone. Back to Mitchell. Near side for Wren. Wren trades places with Olmstead. Now trades places with Mitchell. Now Wren gets the puck back at the far hash marks. Plays it across the ice. Olmstead will pick up at the near wall. Sends it down below the goal line. Vander Tobin there. He'll work his way. Playing it to the top of the zone to Mitchell. Pass through intended for Wren. Wren lets it bounce through into the corner. Then picks up. Plays it back to the line for Olmstead. Olmstead with a shot. Deflection by Jewer. And the puck comes into the near corner. Out to center. McLennan. There we go. They do change it. So that fourth goal is indeed changed to Jewer's third of the game. Maddock Tobin does get an assist as expected along with Seabold. So Seabold's assist stays. Maddock Tobin moves from the goal to the assist on that goal. And it does correctly get changed to Ethan Jewer getting the hat trick on that one. 15 seconds left to go in Pugsley's penalty. Gauthier tries to make a pass across. That's knocked down and cleared down the length of the ice by McDonald. Back to get it will be Williams. He's chased by Uloth. Williams losing his footing. Sparks comes over and picks up the puck. And we are back to 5-on-5. So the Thunder have now killed off 2 of their 3 shorthanded situations. But here's Gauthier with a shot right on. And Walker makes the save, hanging on for a face-off with 3:16 left to go in the second period, with the Thunder trailing the Voyageurs by a score of 4-2 here at the beautiful Community Credit Union Arena inside the Rath Eastlink Community Center in the lovely town of Truro, Nova Scotia, home of the Truro Bearcats of the Maritime Junior Hockey League. As you see, anytime the camera pans through center ice, you see the 2 big T's right there in the center ice logo. A logo that gives Crushers fans nightmares. Here comes George coming in. George with a move. And a big save made by James as George came in on the breakaway. Ryan Janes able to stick out the right leg and make the save. In doing so, he also knocked the net loose. And that was just a byproduct of a fantastic save by Ryan Janes on a dangerous chance by a very good offensive player coming in on that breakaway. But Janes with the patience stayed with him, forced him to make his move towards the outside of the net. And now we're going to get another penalty against the Voyageurs. Hooking is the indication. And it looks like it's going to be that is going to be Jonah Carew going off for the hook with 2:41 left to go in this second period. So second power play of the night for the Fundy Thunder. They were not successful on their first try. Obviously, to get a power play goal here in the late stages of this second period and pull to within one would be a significant goal in this game. There's a shot by McLennan and a save made by Janes as he gloves down the hot grounder to short. Off the draw, George wins it back to Vandenberg. Vandenberg to McLennan with a one-timer and another nice save made by Janes. Now Maddock Tobin will clear it down the length of the ice. Going back to get it is Walker, coming out of his net to play it is Walker, I should say. Vandenberg leaves it there. And picking up behind the net is Mathis George. Here comes George coming through center. George still with the puck. He'll take it all the way behind the net. Out the other side. Up towards the top of the zone. Now plays it over to Vandenberg. Vandenberg down to Eisner. Eisner looking to go cross ice with that pass. It goes off of a leg. Now bouncing puck. Eisner can't quite get a stick on it. It comes to the near wall. Maddock Tobin gets it to the line and past Vandenberg and out, and we're going to get another penalty. And it looks like the referee's taken both of them. Head contact. And with 1:48 left to go, looks like it's Eisner and Maddock Tobin each going off for head contact. Okay, 4 for head contact. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for 1 minute and 7 seconds. If I read that correctly, as Maddock Tobin took a 4-minute head contact. And a 2-minute roughing on the other side taken by Cameron Eisner. So 1 minute and 7 seconds of 5-on-3, and this a huge chance for the Thunder. Daly gets knocked down. Puck comes to McDonald. Across, there's a shot, save, rebound. Uloth finds it in his feet, but not until after he takes it down below the goal line. Now Uloth back on it behind the net. Gets it to the front of the net. It bounces all the way through to McDonald at the line. He'll play it over to Paris. Paris to Daly. Daly's redirection, but Williams able to block that one. 36 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Pugsley with the puck. Pugsley's pass goes off Nogler's skate. McDonald with a shot. There's a deflection, and Janes able to stay with it and make the save. 26 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Pugsley to Daly. Daly takes a bump. Now gets it across to Paris. Paris with a shot. Janes the save. And Daly picks up the puck. Takes it back to the top of the face-off circle. Plays it back to the line of McDonald. 8 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Here's Paris stepping in. Gets a shot away. That goes off a leg. Comes around the boards to Wyatt McDonald. McDonald steps to the top of the face-off circle. Shot, save, rebound. Second chance shot. That goes wide. We're into 5-on-4. 36 seconds left to go in the period. Daly with the puck. Daly stepping in. His shot. And that goes wide. Paris will pick it up off the end boards. Play it down below the goal line to Uloth behind the net. Uloth trying to get away from Williams. Williams gets the steal. Plays the puck off the boards, but it's held in at the line by McDonald. McDonald down to Pugsley. 17 seconds left of the period. Pugsley shot. And Williams with the deflection. And it bounces easily into Ryan Janes, who covers up and hangs on for a stoppage with 14.6 seconds remaining in the second period. The power play will carry over by roughly 12 seconds into the third, as it's Matthew McDonald over there serving that extra 2. Link takes the puck over to the corner, trying to just kill off the last few seconds of the period. Now O'Neill on it. He has to try and get it to the front of the net quickly as there's only 3 seconds left. O'Neill not able to get a pass away in time. And so that will bring us to the end of the second period. Shots on goal in the second period by the Voyageurs, 15 for a 2-period total of 27. By the Thunder, 16 for a 2-period total of 24. That's going to do it for period number 2 here from the Rath Eastlink Community Center, the Community Credit Union Arena in Truro, Nova Scotia. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the third period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA Hockey League action here on Petter Sports and Streaming through AO Live. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes' time. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the third period here between the Fundy Thunder and the visiting Voyageurs Hockey Club, who play out of Dartmouth. Voyageurs carrying a 4-2 lead into the third period after they scored 3 times in that second. It was Ethan Jewer with his 11th, 12th, and 13th of the seasons at 1:33, then at 6:31, and at 11:50. In between, there was a goal by Damon O'Neill for the Thunder at 8:37. That goal, the goals by Jewer, first of all. The first one unassisted. The second one, a single assist to Maddox Tobin. The third one, Maddox Tobin and Maddox Siebold had the assists. The goal by Damon O'Neill was assisted by Carter Anderson and Cole Pugsley. And the only other goal in that period, a power play goal for the Voyageurs that came at 11:32, just 18 seconds before Jewer's third. And that was scored by Vander Tobin on the power play, assisted by Evan Wren and Jonah Carew. So that gives you all of the goal scoring in that second period. And when you add that to the one goal scored by the Thunder in the first, it's a 4-2 lead for the Voyageurs here into the third. Voyageurs killing off 12 seconds of power play time as this third period gets started. And that 12 seconds has wrapped up. There's George with a shot. It gets deflected. They score! I think that puck ended up going off of Olmsted. It is an even strength goal as it came after the penalty had expired. But a huge goal 16 seconds into the third period. Pulls the Thunder back to within 1. Comes just 4 seconds after the penalty expired. The shot from the point went, I'm sure it went off of Olmsted. We'll get the official word in a moment here. So perhaps the puck went off of Mathis George in front of the net. Ethan Daly gets an assist. Mathis George gets the credit for the goal. And for Mathis George, that is, let me just double check, his 4th goal of the season. It is his 10th point, 2nd point of the night, after he assisted on the goal that at the time made it 1-0 for the Thunder. There's a backhand chance for McKeegan. And again, the assist on George's goal, Ethan Daly and Dawson McCauley at 16 seconds of the third period. And this game now looks vastly different as we are early in the third period of now a 1-goal hockey game instead of a 2-goal margin. And the face-off will be deep inside the Thunder zone after the icing. O'Neill trying to plead his case that he could have won the race for that puck on a hybrid icing, but the whistle had blown. Now there's a chance right off of the draw. Steered aside. A shot gets blocked by Anderson. Uloth will play the puck to the far wall, trying to clear it out. He'll instead play it back to Anderson. Anderson got it ahead. Rennie couldn't do anything with that. Now Mitchell trying to get a shot. He can't. And Wren will pick up. He'll play it off the boards down towards the corner for Mitchell. Mitchell gets away from the check of Paris, but the puck gets a little bit away from him in the process, and Uloth plays it off the boards. Down the ice it goes. Evan Wren back to pick up. Wren will use the boards to play it around. Pugsley gets to it not before it left the zone. Now here's Siebold coming through across the blue line. He'll have it knocked off his stick by Wyatt McDonald. Played ahead to White. White backs it up to McDonald. McDonald sends it forward again. Mitchell is there. He's able to get it to Gauthier. Here comes Gauthier in across the line. His pass blocked by Wyatt McDonald. Now Nogler looking to play it down low. That gets past Beals out to center. And now here's Gauthier. His pass intended for Mitchell goes off a skate, comes out to center. Beals plays it back into the zone. The delayed offside gives McDonald time. And now as the Voyageurs are making changes, Nogler, the lone forechecker, pressuring. McDonald gets it ahead to Cogger. Cogger will send it the rest of the way down deep. McDonald gets to it first. Gets it out in front there for White. But that pass just misses the blade of the stick. And now the Voyageurs send it down the ice, race to get to the puck, and that's going to be an icing call against the Voyageurs with 3:04 gone here in the third period. Face-off will come all the way back down into the V's zone as we play with just over 3 minutes gone in the third period. Paris pokes it down. Beals gets to that puck first. He wraps it around the boards. Vandenberg steps up to it. He'll send it back behind the net. Beals gets there first, just ahead of McCauley. Beals has that puck get a little too far away from him, and Daly chops it back. Carew now picks up. He's being chased by Dwaron. Played back to Beals. Beals can't get by the check of Daly. He's able to get the puck to LaBelle, however. LaBelle will reverse it back around to Carew on the near side. And Carew gets the puck to the line and out. Nice pass ahead for LaBelle. Here comes LaBelle. LaBelle trying to work his way through, but a great job by Paris on that one-on-one to deny LaBelle from a lane to the net. Now we're going to get a hand pass against the V's, and we'll get a stoppage with 16:14 left to go here in the third period. And the face-off, of course, because of the hand pass, will come out to neutral ice. I can't remember where exactly I saw it, but from some pretty knowledgeable hockey people, I saw a conversation the other day talking about no more neutral zone face-offs except for the face-off to start a game, to start a period, and off of a goal. If you commit an offside, the puck doesn't come just outside the blue line. It comes all the way back into your own zone. If you commit a hand pass in the offensive end, it doesn't come just outside the blue line. It comes all the way back down into your own zone. An interesting rule change, I thought, if it ever comes to pass. Of course, the traditionalists who follow the rule of Batwadi, which is because that's the way we've always done it, would say that it's not a good idea. But it might be interesting to just experiment with it in some preseason games or some, lower level games to see if it has a difference on generating some offense, because every face-off is inside an offensive zone, like I said, except for ones right off of goals or off of the start of the period or the start of the game. There's a shot, save made. Like I said, I can't remember exactly who it was who was having that conversation, but it was knowledgeable hockey people and I saw it on social media. It's an interesting idea for a rule change. Now here we have a 3-on-2 coming. Sparks gets it across to Jewer. Jewer was on his off wing, though, and couldn't get as much power on that shot as he wanted, as he had to kind of reach behind him to get the shot away. Puck gets to the line and out as Link now plays it back to Seabold. Seabold takes a look, gives back to Link. Link up the far side for Sparks. That pass, as Sparks tried to set it up for McKeegan, not quite able to connect. Now Uloth pokes it forward as far as Seabold. Seabold trying to go the other way. That's knocked down by O'Neill. O'Neill takes a hit from Sparks, and the puck ends up over at the far side. Link gets to it first, plays it off the wall. It'll be picked up by McKeegan. McKeegan coming in, knocks the puck in the air to himself, then tried to get it across to Sparks, but that gets broken up, and Uloth coming the other way. Now Patrickin will send it deep into the Voyageurs zone. Uloth going after it in near corner, but Seabold got there first. Shot from the line by Vandenberg, deflected by Uloth, goes down into the corner. Daly will play it back to the line to Patrickin. Back down the wall to Ethan Daly. Daly trying to cycle it down for Uloth. Now it gets to Uloth. He takes a bump from Link. Link tying Uloth up along the wall. Uloth able to escape and get it back to the line for Patrickin. Patrickin's shot blocked by McDonald, but Patrickin, nice recovery, and he'll get the puck back down low. Into the near side for O'Neill. Damon O'Neill to the front of the net. They score! And I apologize, that was not Daly that I was referring to earlier. That was Maddox Rennie. And Rennie, the AP call-up, gets the goal that ties the game with 13:18 left to go in the third period. What a pass by Damon O'Neill right onto the stick of Maddox Rennie, but a great job by Rennie as well to make sure that he had his stick in position. And that puck ends up in the Fundy Thunder bench, as that is the first goal and first point for Maddox Rennie at the U16 AAA level. And I just want to confirm, I want to say that this is Rennie's first game as well. It is indeed Maddox Rennie's first game. Uloth also with an assist on that one. So Damon O'Neill with his second assist or second point of the game after he scored the second goal for the Voyageurs. And Trent Uloth with the second assist on that goal, making it now a 4-4 hockey game between the Thunder and the Voyageurs. Puck ends up in the Voyageur bench, so we'll get a stoppage with 12:21 left to go. This is the one case where I would argue that a team should not be penalized to have a defensive zone face-off if a puck gets inadvertently deflected and goes out of play. Like, it's one thing for offsides or hand passes or things that, you know, like in that nature. But, you know, an inadvertent deflection up over the glass and out of play, I don't know. A lot to think about. Here's Nogler trying to get towards the front of the net. He can't. Now Nogler turns and shoots. Then the puck goes off a couple of sticks. And Walker will cover it up and hang on with 11:52 left to go here in the third period. Tied up at 4 goals apiece. Thunder and Voyageurs here from the beautiful Community Credit Union Arena inside the Rath Eastlink Community Center. And as we do often when we are here, we have to give a big shout out and a thank you to the Truro Bearcats and their broadcast crew. James Faulkner and Noah Poirier and Duncan McLean and the rest of the crew there as we invade their space when we're in here, and they are very gracious to let us use their space as the broadcast position, and we are very thankful. Here's Nogler with the puck now. Nogler takes a bump but gets the puck to Beach. Beach tried to get a pass to LaBelle but couldn't. Now Beach, second chance to get a pass. It gets deflected and goes to Link. He'll send it off the boards down below the goal line. LaBelle takes a bump from McDonald. Puck down into the corner. Nogler will get to it first. He takes a shot from Daly. Puck gets to the line and hops over the stick of Link and out to center. As we're down under 11 minutes remaining in what is now a tie game here in the third period. Link to Seabold. Seabold gets it out to center. Maddox Tobin will play it to Vander Tobin. Vander sends the puck in and comes off the end boards right onto the stick of Patrickin. He'll play it ahead, and out come the Thunder. Carrying it down, there is George. Mathis George takes it to the near wall. Fans on a pass attempt, and Vander Tobin will come the other way. He's got Jewer and Maddox Tobin with him. Pass goes a bit behind Jewer, and McLennan will send it up the other way to George. George trying to get away from the pressure of Beals. Great job by Beals to stay with Mathis George. Now Jewer trying to get onto the puck. He does. Here's Jewer in across the blue line, but he has it knocked away from him by Caden Paris, and Paris will flip it ahead to Eisner. Eisner clears the zone, but Maddox Tobin going to play it right back in. Eisner back on that puck again, sends it to the far side, and Jewer will pick up. Ethan Jewer with a shot. And the save made by Walker, and he'll hang on. We're into the final 10 minutes of the third period. 9:53 left to go. Tied up at 4 goals apiece between the Thunder and the Voyageurs. And I have to send a thank you to, I think it was High Button who sent me a message to indicate that the game between Moncton and St. John has been rescheduled. That's why I wasn't getting any updates on that. There's another chance and a save made by Walker. And the puck cleared down the ice. Olmsted back to get it. His pass broken up by Rennie. Rennie trying to get it to O'Neill. But Olmsted able to clear that one away. And now out to center comes the puck. Played over to Vandenberg on the near side. And the captain of the Thunder plays it off the wall down into the Voyageur zone. Olmsted gets it out to Sparks. Here comes Sparks. He's got McKeegan heading in ahead of him. Sparks intended for McKeegan, but that pass broken up nicely by Vandenberg. Now McKeegan in the corner. His pass intercepted by Uloth. Puck comes up to the top of the zone for Link. He'll play it across to the Voyageur captain Williams with a shot. And one captain shot blocked by the other captain, Vandenberg, stopping Williams. Shot, puck comes back to Williams again. A shot again blocked by Vandenberg. And now the Thunder come out to center. Rennie collides as the two of the three APs in this game have a big collision. Rennie colliding with Matthew McDonald there. Now a pass intercepted by O'Neill. Here comes O'Neill. He's got Dwaron ahead of him. Dwaron loses his footing, regains his footing, but by then he couldn't get a shot away. And now the puck's still loose, though, at the side of the net. They scramble away, and finally it's covered up and hung on to. Now we get some pushing and shoving and jousting and everything else after the whistle. 8:29 left to go here in the third period. And we're going to get a penalty to Owen Sparks. And it's going to be 5-on-5. Okay, the other player to go is going to be Dwaron. So with 8:29 left to go here, we will have a 5-on-5 continue with those. And now we're going to get a 10-minute misconduct to Dwaron. And that is unfortunate for a couple of reasons. Number one, it means Dwaron would miss almost all of overtime if overtime ends up being played. Dwaron definitely out for the rest of regulation as he took a 2 and a 10. And these penalties coming with 8:28 left to go in the third period. And the penalties to Owen Sparks and Hayden Dwaron. And I will wait for the announcement of exactly what those penalties were, but they're coincidentals regardless. Here's Wyatt McDonald playing it ahead to Mathis George. George in across the line. George trying to work his way through. Beals knocks the puck, but following up on the play was White. He gets a shot away, and the puck is loose. They score! Ryan James, I think he thought he had it, but the referee was in great position to see that it had never been actually covered, and the Thunder regain the lead with 7:32 left to go. They led for the last 3 minutes of the first period and the first minute and a half of the second. Then we were tied for about 5 minutes. Then the Voyageurs led. Then the Thunder tied it up again. And then the Voyageurs led until about 6 minutes ago. And now with 7.5 minutes left, the Thunder take the lead for the first time since they led 1-0 with the goal with 7:32 left to go. I didn't see who ended up finishing that play, so we'll have to wait for the announcement of the goal to see who gets credit for it. But the Thunder play from in front now for the last 7 minutes and 4 seconds. 7 minutes and 3 seconds, excuse me. And Hayden Dwaron's going to go across the ice now to go into the dressing room. And I think not quite sure what the delay is here, if it's other than just making sure that the referee is aware that Dwaron has gone to the dressing room. Like I said, we still haven't heard the... They each got 4 minutes. Oh, no, that's from the... Oh, no, that's right. They each got 4 minutes for head contact, as well as the 10-minute misconduct. So Dwaron would not be eligible to return to the game regardless, even if it did go all the way through overtime, because it was a 4-minute head contact and a 10-minute misconduct. And if you included overtime, there was only 13 and a half minutes left. And the goal scored by Jacob Cogger, I see now. So for Cogger, that's his third goal, third point of the season. And it puts the Thunder out in front. Like I said, the time of that goal, 12:28 of the third period. Now Vander Tobin tried to get a pass to Maddock Tobin. That gets broken up. Here's Pugsley with the puck now. He'll carry across the blue line. Pugsley pulls the trigger on a shot. Save made. Eisner following up. But Link with the play to disrupt Eisner's shot. Now here comes a chance for Seabold. He's all by himself as the rest of his team is changing. Seabold gets bumped off the puck. And McLennan picks up his pass for George. Here comes George. George has got Eisner with him. George to Eisner. Eisner with a shot. And that one rings off the iron and goes way up over the glass now to play. And we'll get a stoppage with 5:50 left to go here in the third period. Fundy Thunder out in front 5-4 with 3 third period goals. The first one coming just 16 seconds in. The goal that pulled them to within 16 seconds into the period by Mathis George. Then at 6:42, a goal from Maddox Rennie. And another one there. This one also by Mathis George. And now the Thunder lead it 6-4. What a shot over the shoulder of Ryan Janes, and the Thunder, for the first time, have a 2-goal lead. With 5:40 left to go, Mathis George with his second goal of the night. And that gives him, on the season, 5 goals and 11 points. George's goal unassisted to give the Thunder a little bit of insurance here with 5.5 minutes left to go. We talked about the Voyageurs. They do have firepower. So that insurance goal is obviously huge. Vandenberg leaves the puck behind the net for Uloth. Uloth over to Rennie. Rennie's pass for O'Neill just a little bit out of his reach. Now Uloth following up. Drops it back to O'Neill. O'Neill able to get away from Wren and Gauthier. O'Neill steps into a shot. And the arm save made by Ryan Janes. Now here's Wren with the puck. It's knocked off his stick. Gauthier couldn't clear the zone. Now the puck is knocked out by Beals. O'Neill was there waiting for it. It goes back in across the line. Carew quickly plays it over for Beals. Beals can't get it past Rennie. Rennie not able to get the pass to connect with O'Neill. Now George couldn't keep the puck onside, so the Thunder have to go back and touch up as Carew goes back to get it. Quickly plays it ahead for LaBelle. LaBelle taken off of the puck nicely by Carter Anderson. Coming in to try and help out, though, for the Voyageurs is Vander Tobin. George able to steal it away from Tobin. Gets the puck ahead. Cogger couldn't get a stick on it. Olmsted does. He gets a shot right on. Walker steers that one aside easily as we're just over 4 minutes left to go in the third period. Here comes a chance for the Thunder again. Coming in, a pass intended for Cogger. Nice play by Olmsted on the 2-on-1 to break up that pass. Now Nogler, he'll come back out for the Voyageurs. He's got LaBelle up there with him. Nogler has the puck knocked off his stick. Tobin can't get to it as Cogger gets body position. Cogger now ahead to White. White for George. That pass deflected and goes behind George. Olmsted picks up. He plays it over to LaBelle. 3.5 minutes left to go. Now a bit of an awkward fall into the boards by White. I didn't see exactly how that happened. He's still just now getting up. Meanwhile, McKeegan in the near side corner gets to the puck. Tried to make a pass to Williams, but that's broken up by McCauley. Dawson McCauley ahead for Pugsley. Pugsley deflects it down the ice. He'll get there just ahead of Jewer. Gets it out front for McCauley. And the save made on that one-timer Off the stick of Dawson McCauley. Now to Patrickin at the line. His shot blocked by Maddock Tobin. Patrickin gets it back again. Another shot. That goes into the end boards. We're under 3 minutes left to go, with the Thunder leading it by 2. Along the near side wall, picking up the puck is Pugsley. Pugsley coming to the middle of the ice. He fires a shot. Save made. And hanging on for a face-off is Ryan Janes with 2:44 left to go here in the third period. Looking ahead for each of these teams, the Voyageurs will be playing at home tomorrow. It'll be at the Sackville Community Arena against the Dukes, the Eastern Dukes out of Eastern Prince Edward Island. The Fundy Thunder tomorrow. This will be a huge game, as the Thunder will come into that game 1 point ahead if this score holds of their opponents tomorrow, the Valley Wildcats. That game a 6:15 start at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. You can catch it right here on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. There's a shot by McLennan and a save made by Janes with 2:23 left to go. Even if the Thunder don't win this game, you'd have to think that they are going to get at least 1 point out of it. You would think. Not definite, but you would think. So even if the Voyageurs come back, tie it up, and then win it in overtime, then the Thunder and the Wildcats would be tied with each other going into tomorrow's game. If the Thunder get the win here tonight and hang on for it, then they will be 1 point ahead of the Wildcats going into that game tomorrow night here at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. And it is likely that tomorrow is going to be the last game played at the Rath Eastlink Community Center by the Thunder, as their regular home arena, Colchester Legion Stadium, has the ice in, and it's expected. And here's, as Janes came out of the net, George got the puck at his own blue line and had a chance towards the open net, but his shot was deflected, and now out come the Voyageurs, trying to get 2 here in the final 92 seconds. Paris not able to clear the puck. McDonald, that's going to be held in at the line by Olmsted. His shot deflected, and it goes into the near side corner. Getting on the puck is Vander Tobin, and we're going to get a stoppage, as not quite sure what the issue is there. I didn't see exactly why the puck was, or why play was called dead. Whatever the case, 75 seconds left to go, and the Thunder lead it by 2. Off of the draw, Vandenberg can't get a clearing shot out. O'Neill does. That'll be wide of the net, though, and we'll get an offside, or an icing call, rather. 67 seconds left. So the Thunder, again, they'll be playing tomorrow, as will the Voyageurs. Both of them will be playing home games tomorrow. The Voyageurs at 5:30 in Sackville, the Thunder at 6:15 here at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. And then these teams will play each other again next weekend on the 6th of December at the sorry, I lost it. Where did it go? There it is. At the Shearwater Arena. And here's an interesting one. The Martello Buccaneers are playing a home game at the Colchester Legion Stadium on Sunday. The Martello Buccaneers, who normally play out of St. Margaret's Bay Arena, will play a home game here in Truro at the Colchester Legion Stadium on Sunday. There's a shot that goes off the outside of the net. Down to 47 seconds left to go. Battle in the corner as precious seconds continue to tick away. Uloth will play it around the boards. Williams gets to it but can't keep the puck in the zone. Now Sparks with it. Sparks helps to get it back in across the line. Vander Tobin with a shot. George will just that's Walker. Will hang on for a face-off. 27.4 seconds left to go, as it looks like the Fundy Thunder will get the home win here tonight and will carry some big momentum into that big matchup with the Valley Wildcats tomorrow. Scramble for the puck. McLennan gets to it. He can't clear the zone. Jewer now, his shot is blocked, comes into the near side corner. Vandenberg with the 9-iron gets it out to center. Jewer will play it back up the walls to Matthew McDonald. Back to Jewer, 5 seconds left to go. Across to the far side, that should do it. There's the horn. And a big 6-4 win for the Fundy Thunder here tonight. 4 third-period goals, 2 of them off the stick of Mathis George, 1 coming from Maddox Rennie, and 1 coming from Jacob Cogger, gives the Thunder a huge 6-4 victory over the Dartmouth Voyageurs. They're not the Dartmouth Voyageurs, the Voyageurs Hockey Club here tonight at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. That's going to do it for us here this evening. On behalf of my awesome cameraman, Stephen McPhee, this is Michael Petter saying, may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score one last time. A thrilling 6-4 victory for the host Fundy Thunder over the Voyageurs. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.